It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So Texas A&M's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. Tackle is made at the... It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Run inside. It's sticky. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Heads! Landing! Hammer! Straight on the end!
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Looking for room. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed. He'll take a deep shot here. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Dickey. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The give on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but their defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Arrington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Reed finds his man. It's Edwards. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the run, it's Owens. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Firing to the right, complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Reed to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's going to run it. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Reed. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold and fire complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Just not quite able to make the connection, it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Wide 29. Wide 29. Roman.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Red Raiders head it quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Go.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The run inside. It's Edwards. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Reed. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Reed. It's complete on the right side.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Reed to the air again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's the pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
One more snap coming before halftime. On the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Touchdown, Aggies! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Sooners coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
On the run, it's Owens. Here's a little room there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Throwing Reed. Under fire. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Running inside, it's Edwards. give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
To help its defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Here's Reed to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Reed. Right on the money. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop them.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Dickey. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Bounced off his feet.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Complete. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Running inside, it's Edwards. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Reed on target. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Reed. Looking down the middle. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now.
Going over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The run inside. It's Dickey.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hammond. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out.
Maybe some room here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Running inside, it's Owens. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Throwing Reed. Oh, they're after him. Being chased. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. I got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You don't see a lot of batted balls on hitch routes because most of the time you give a little bit of a cushion. That's a nice job by the defender, giving some cushion, but understanding the receiver was sitting down and going and getting a handle of the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's looking deep. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring.
Going long. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing every...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
To the air, it's Hammond. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. They've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we won